I'm Earl Stewart. I welcome you to Earl Stewart on Cars, how to buy, lease, maintain, or repair your car without being ripped off by a car dealer.
Well, your video on how to free a locked steering wheel does not work for a push-button start. So how do you unlock the steering wheel of a push-button start when you don't have your key fob?
What they're referring to is, you ever had those times when you pull into a parking spot and you've got the wheel turned too far?
Yes.
And when you turn the key off, then your steering wheel locks.
I've
Yes.
done it. I've done it.
And you're trying to get the key to turn and it won't turn because of that interlock solenoid. And basically what you've got to do is find which way the wheel will move, although it can be very hard,
Yeah.
and shift the wheel that direction, your steering wheel, just a little bit while you turn the key, and it will release that binding so that you can turn the key.
Yeah.
I've encountered that.
Yeah, a lot of people have, and it
Yeah.
can be very
Well,
frustrating.
they said a push-button start.
But with the push button now, that solenoid is no longer a mechanical link to the key. Now it's an electric solenoid. So that thing engages normally, and it will simply disengage by the push button regardless of how much bind is on that steering wheel. So you don't have to worry about that issue anymore.
So
But what
you
they're
can't lock your
concerned
steering
about-
wheel?
Yeah, your steering wheel will still lock.
Okay.
What they're concerned about, I think, is if you don't have your remote fob with you, and say you're trying to move the car, you got to push it somewhere to get it towed or something,
I got you.
you cannot unlock that steering wheel.
Oh,
it
Lord.
cannot be done.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, we've got a car in our shop right now that a rat got up under the front fender and chewed up a bunch of the wiring. So the ignition cannot be turned on. We have the fob, but you cannot turn the ignition on because the wiring is totally destroyed, and you cannot turn the steering wheel at all. In order to move this car to get it in the shop, once we get the wiring harness in for it, we're actually going to have to jack it up and put special dollies underneath the tires on the front to be able to roll this car around.
Interesting.
It's one of the drawbacks with a push button start is without having the key to unlock that steering wheel, it ain't going to happen.
Well, see, now this is the
Amazing.
reason I wish that more manufacturers were listening, because that all the manufacturers know that because of driving habits of a lot of people, including me, sometimes you just jam that wheel up against the curb and your wheel locks.
Key lock, the ignition key cylinder cars
Yeah.
are starting to go away.
Yeah.
And like I said, that condition doesn't happen with the push button start because when you hit that push button to start the car, that solenoid releases. It can't bind
So you're saying the problem has been eliminated. Has
by
any-
push button start.
Hi, this is Earl Stewart. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to be notified of new videos that we post to our YouTube channel, simply click on the subscribe button at the lower right-hand side of the screen.